Want a story that grabs readers? Conflict. It's the engine of your narrative. Without it, you have characters on a leisurely stroll. No thrills, no spills, just boredom. Who wants to read that? Conflict doesn't have to mean fistfights and car chases. It's about opposition. Your character wants something. Something stands in their way. Internal struggles, external battles, all fair game. This friction, this struggle, is what captivates readers. Think of your favorite novels. Gone Girl, The Hunger Games, The Shining. What makes them stick with you? The relentless tension, the constant feeling that something's about to go boom. That's conflict at its finest. It's about creating situations where your characters are tested, pushed to their limits. It's about making your reader ask, what happens next? And then leaving them breathlessly turning pages to find out. That's the power of conflict. So, how do you create these nail-biting conflicts? Start with your characters. What do they want? What are their flaws, their weaknesses? Pit them against opposing forces that exploit these vulnerabilities. External conflict is the most obvious. Think hero versus villain, man versus nature, detective versus killer. These conflicts are easy to spot, easy to root for. But don't neglect internal conflict either. Internal conflicts simmer beneath the surface. A character battling addiction, wrestling with grief, questioning their beliefs. These struggles feel real, relatable. They add depth and complexity to your story. Remember, conflict isn't about making your characters' lives miserable. It's about challenging them, forcing them to grow. It's about pushing them to the edge and seeing what they're made of. Conflict isn't a one-time event. It should be woven throughout your story, evolving alongside your characters. Each scene should raise the stakes, increase the pressure. Think of it like a boxing match. Jab, jab, uppercut. You keep the reader guessing, keep them on the edge of their seat. Don't be afraid to throw in surprises, to subvert expectations. One of the best ways to create conflict is through dialogue. Use it to create tension between characters, to reveal hidden agendas, to spark confrontations. Let your characters' words be weapons. Don't forget about setting. A creepy old house, a desolate wasteland, a bustling city street. Your setting can be a character itself, adding to the atmosphere of conflict and tension. Conflict without stakes is like a car without an engine. It might look good, but it's going nowhere. So, why should your reader care about your character's struggles? What's on the line? Make the stakes clear, make them personal. What will your characters lose if they fail? Love, family, their lives? The higher the stakes, the more invested your reader will be. Don't be afraid to raise the stakes throughout the story. Each victory should come at a cost. Each setback should push your characters closer to the brink. Remember, readers want to feel something. They want to be moved, scared, thrilled. By raising the stakes, you make them feel the weight of your characters' choices, the consequences of their actions. Suspense is the lifeblood of tension. It's the anticipation of something terrible about to happen. It's the knot in your stomach when you're watching a horror movie, knowing the killer is about to strike. Use pacing to control the level of suspense. Short, punchy sentences create a sense of urgency. Longer, more descriptive sentences allow the tension to build slowly. Foreshadowing is another powerful tool. Hint at future dangers without giving too much away. Plant seeds of doubt in your reader's mind. Make them question everything. Don't underestimate the power of silence. Sometimes the absence of sound, the quiet before the storm, can be more effective than any explosion. Conflict and tension aren't just about big, dramatic moments. They're about creating a sense of unease, of uncertainty that permeates the entire story. Use your characters' thoughts and feelings to build tension. Let the reader in on their fears, their doubts. Make them complicit in the characters' struggles. Don't be afraid to leave your reader hanging. End chapters on cliffhangers. Introduce new threats just when your characters think they're safe. Remember, the goal is to keep your reader guessing. Keep them turning pages late into the night. The more invested they are in your story, the more they'll crave resolution. Conflict is the heart of any good story. Master it, and you'll master the art of keeping your readers hooked.